and see what we got on our level ups for the Skaven team. So, Zero Wolf Rat Ogre, can you roll a double? ...
Yes.
Oh my god, he can.
Okay. Oh, block. Thank you very much.
Well, that'll be blocked then, ladies and gentlemen.
So who have we got next week? It's...
So we've now got a Block Claw, Block Claw Rat Ogre. What can Helgen roll? Helgen.
Oh! Next week's Ramesset. I don't know if he's probably pointed that out in the chat. I wasn't listening. I was looking at other things. Oh, I'm playing Ramesset. Awesome. Oh Christ! I give him 190. Okay, well that's not the end of the world. What's Ramesset's team like? Ugh. I'm looking at Dane Haunted, the Killer White. We don't like him, but apart from that, not too bad. Okay, win with a shout. Win with a shout.
Okay, so Storm Vermin's just rolled in an 11, so that's a potential agility increase.
No, agility on a Vermin. Claw, Mighty Blow, piling on, etc.
Okay. Nobody
He's a killer. He's not an agility thing. God. Sorry.
I'm just asking. I'm just seeing what the chat think. In my head's already made up.
Well, it's Mighty Blow, isn't it?
Yeah. It's either Mighty Blow or Guard. Bearing in mind, I've got 2 level ups. I probably will take Mighty Blow first, because then if I've got...
you could take Agility Mighty Blow, because then you can continue to level him. And I mean, that Nathan Seeney's not wrong. What you want is Claw, but that needs a double. So Agility Mighty Blow is not bad. I forgot you got 2.
I think I'll go Mighty Blow, Guard. Right, we're going to take Mighty Blow. He's got Claw. He's got Mutation. Perfect. There we go. Right, we've got Block Claw, Mighty Blow, Storm Vermin. We've got a...
Hello.
a Block Claw Rat Ogre.
Yes!
And then we've leveled it. It's got to run up as well.
Yeah, the shit, these rats have no interest in them whatsoever. Yes, they're getting good!
Oh, no.
Dynamo Des, congratulations. An agility goat at last. It makes such a difference, doesn't it? 2 heads, or if you get lucky, leap. Either of them would be smashing.
Oh, dear. And let's see if we can level up the gutter, and maybe we can get a movement.
Looking forward to our game next week, Ramesset. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Are you normally free on weekends, mate? Because Andy's not playing a tabletop when next match day, so I really hope we can fit it on the stream. It's always good, to, when we're playing against folks that join us on this. Oh wow! Dynamo Dez's agility goat has got sure hands, extra arms, 2 heads, agility, and presumably block. I mean, he's going to be mobile-tastic. Agility 2 heads is basically just a go-anywhere goat. Brilliant.
Indeed. Right, we need some players for this Skaven team. Zunk, can I have the player list, please?
You can. Oh, shit. Ramesset's saying weekends aren't good for him. Tuesday at 9:30 is the only other slot, mate. If we want to be on the stream. Right. You want to... What player you have to, mate? A rat?
A line rat, please.
Next on the list is Mikkel Juncker.
Really? I'm sure he's been on teams recently. All right.
No. Definitely not. Mikkel. New word. Junker. Like capital J. Capital J. Come on.
He's got a capital J. There we go. Right. Okay. Do we buy another rat? Do we go for 30?
Mikkel, welcome to the team, old boy. And Mikkel was watching recently. I don't know if he's on tonight. If you're with us, Mikkel, give us a wave. SPQR Aurelius, you are already on the list, my friend. You are slot 104, and we're up to about 68. So, next season or 2. But yes, you are certainly on there, buddy. Would you want a referee thing? Because it gives your opponent a bribe as well, so probably not. No, not the referee, mate. You don't want to be free. Please foul me as well.
I was thinking about the Nuffle Altar. Is there any
star player rats?
Yeah, I just don't think there are any.
Big Ogre, get the stab. What's the other one? Glart. None of them are awesome.
Take a wizard. No,
Oh, they're sort. Yeah. What, a wizard each? Well, wizard benefits rats as much as anybody except maybe wood elves. So that's not terrible. Anti-rock is a good one. I like that.
Well, I'd go for the beer stand, I think. I just like it because on average, I serve people way more than I get served.
The problem with the bribe stadium flux stream is it's the same problem as you've got with the wizardy one, is that it gives it to your opponent as well, and it's a double-edged sword. Tempting, but you can regret it. Hello, 20 Phoenix, how you doing? And Muir's here as well, fellas. How are you? Squiggy, hello. Crazy Lisk, how you doing? Oh, Crazy Lisk, yes, of course you can, mate. Sorry, I missed that.
SQRL Radius would like to join on as well.
Yeah, I already said that. I dealt with that. Aurelius is well towards the top of the list.
Okay, let's just have a quick look at the gaming team again. Then, quite pleased with this. This is quite a nice team.
They are, aren't they?
It's quite a nice team. This is 8 games in. We've got a Block Claw Rat Ogre, a Support Storm Vermin with Guard, a Killy Storm Vermin with Mighty Blow and Claw, 2 Strip Balling type Gutter Runners. Both got Wrestle. One's already got Strip Ball. One will get Strip Ball next. A Ball Retrieving Gutter Runner with Agility 5 and Sure Hands. And then a support guard platform Gutter Runner with blocked dodge and guard. We've got 2 line rats, one with wrestle and one with dirty player.
Joe and Crazy List know each other. Yeah, I'm with Bite Size Centre. From the Chaos team, the rock thing is what I want to get rid of. Whichever, I can't remember what it's called, but you know that. The Throne Rock does my head in. Or in fact, well, who was it? Was it Cardinal Anvil got his head done in by Throne Rock? 67-point warrior. Pebble. Boink. Dead. Pounce.
Yeah, dead as well.
He was dead. He was dead, Jim. Florence couldn't do it. No, she said, no, the pebble hit him really quite hard and he's got a terminal bruise.
Well, maybe.
I think he was faulty. He was defective. He spawned wrong. Where's Skurametsu at? Skurametsu's a Chaos Warrior on my team, and I haven't seen him for a few days. I wonder if he's busy at work.
By a player. People are saying, why don't I get a thrower? Shit TV at the moment, really. I don't really want to go much above 1500 TV. Going in the realms of 1900 at this point would be just suicide. We'd go from having a really dangerous team to being victims.
What are you up to?
1530, which is a bit high.
All right. Yeah, how many we got? Hang on, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of 16, 12. No, you've got the right amount, mate. Oh, right. Tony says Skiro's tied up with the whole dance team thing. Okay, fair play.
Okay, so we can now move our attention to the next match on the bill for this evening, which will be the last match for this evening, which is our OCC MD5, which is High Elves 2100 versus Norse team at 1270. First of all, let's have a quick look at our High Elves, see what we've got. So, 2 blitzers. One's a little bit frayed around the edges, minus movement, minus armour, but it is bludge, tackle, jump up, mighty blow, piling on, and dauntless. And then the other one, geeks, is just Mighty Blow and Piling On. So we've got 2 Mighty Blow Piling On elves here. We've got 3 catchers. One has Wrestle, one has nice support skills. Block, Dodge, Guard, Sidestep. And then the other one is me, which is Block, Tackle, Frenzy, and Dodge. We've got a bizarrely built thrower who spends most of his time on the field nowadays, being one of our 2 guard players. So he is accurate, dodge, block, catch for farming style player points, and guard. Then we have a bunch of blodging elves, and then 2 wrestling elves, one also had dirty player. So that gives us 13 players and only a pitiful 10k in the bank. Let's have a look at what 1200 Norse look like.
Cap Villarmo, it's a good question. I'll just quickly have a look at the replay, mate, and see if I can figure out why I didn't do that. There might have been a reason. I hope there was.
Rich Snooks, will come to that question in a sec. 1200 Norse. Why do they look like 1200 Norse? Well, he's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players, so he's not actually 1270. He's 1370 when you add on 2 loners. And he has 1 Ulfwerner, 1 Berserker, and no Yeti. Quite pleased that Yeti's missing this game because it has got Block and Mighty Blow. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an induced Yeti, if I'm honest, but there we go. So, 1 Ulfwerner, which is Blodge and Guard. Not scared about that particularly. 1 Berserker, we've got Mighty Blow. No piling on, thank fuck. 1 Runner, and then a bunch of annoying linemen. Arguably the most dangerous player on his team at the moment is his dirty player, if he's going to start fouling. With, however, 1370 versus 2100. Let's just do what that is in TV. So he's got 730 to play with. We know Morg is 430, so I'm expecting to see a Morg. Minus a Wizard, that's 150. So Morg and a Wizard leaves you 150 left to play with. So you could see Morg, a Wizard, and a Bribe and a Babe. That's what that would be a combination. So, there we go. Right, let's see if he's online.
Cat Villarma, yes, I see what you mean. The 2 reasons for that is if I was to blitz him, it would leave him stood in a square that would be immediately counter-surfed, and I used him instead to mark up a killer goat next to the ball instead. I see exactly your point. With hindsight, it would probably been a good idea, but as I rolled push skill on the blitz anyway, it wouldn't have made any difference. But no, you're right, I could have done it that way. But that's why I did it this way. I was thinking I don't want to stand in that square and get surfed, and I needed somebody to mark up the killer goat just to stop him freely blitzing. Is what I was thinking. I think your solution was probably better with hindsight. So there you go.
Oh, Killjoy, thank you very much. That's 1,000 bits. Thank you very much. That's a substantial donation. Thank you.
Whoa, Killjoy, that's very generous of you, but enough. Full. Thank you. Talk later. Thank you.
Okay. I was asked in the stream just before we went live into this game whether we'll be looking at trying to make it through onto the next World Cup qualifier. The answer is absolutely yes. Whether we will or not, I don't know. And where would I qualify? Yes, absolutely PC. So we've got Zara the Slayer, 2 bribes. I assume the Wizard got cancelled, unless it was the Chainsaw. I am surprised we're not seeing Morg. I thought Morg would appear in this, but okay. So Zara, 2 bribes, 1 helmet, a Wizard, and 2 journeymen. So he's gone for 13 players, one of which is a sneaky fucker. When is the next World Cup? I don't know. Yeah, Hellboy. That must be hard work.
Right, sorry, I'm just talking to Ramaset. proving problematic with his kids and my job finding a slot to actually play our game at all, which isn't good.
We didn't get fame.
Honestly, Catalama, I was banking on the dodge with the reroll working, but it didn't. Yeah, them's the breaks. It was a good game though. Skuro, there you are. Thank goodness. We were worried about you. How are you doing?
Absolutely. 20 Phoenix, what did you finish record-wise, by the way, last weekend? Zara stabs, she does indeed.
Just again going off on a tangent, it's looking like the only time Ramaset and I can actually make the game is Friday.
This Friday?
No, it'll be a week on Friday. It's OCC next week, and we've just played the OCC game in day one, so it'll be a week on Friday. What kind of time, Ramaset? And if we're really lucky, Andy might do a Billy bonus stream for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Friday evening, 7:30 sort of ish.
Yeah, we'll do
7:30 a week on Friday, Ramaset. I'll stick it in the diary. Thanks, mate, and thanks, Ava. We play quick though, so we won't take 3 hours like you do. It'll be an hour and 20.
Blah blah blah.
Right, so that's Friday the 2nd, 9:30.
Okay.
Right, just added that to the calendar. The what, says Andy?
Oh, yeah.
Use the fucking calendar. Also, I'm just on a quick check on when my UK bubble has my opponent come back to us. Bad news, as my UK bubble game can't really be done because you're away, so it'll be off stream. It'll be Saturday night, Sunday at 8:30. So if you're back, brilliant. If you're not,
okay.
And that's in the calendar as well. The calendar. Right. What we looking at? Right. What's the chat been saying? All right. Skurumet. So Skurumet has been super duper swamped. Good to have you back, mate. Folks are loving you at artwork, by the way, buddy. I can't thank you enough for doing all that. That's brilliant.
Yep, absolutely.
Whoa, hold the bus. Huanshi supporting Frankolino. Huanshi, why? Why, Huanshi? Why must it be so? I secretly quite like Norse. Dirty pleasure.
Okay, right. So what do we want to do here?
What did he do with all the inducements?
Two bribes, a wizard.
Two bribes.
2 bribes, a wizard, and 2 star players. The chainsaw and Zara.
2 bribes. He was banking on keeping hold of the chainsaw for a while.
Yes.
Oh dear. Elves don't like chainsaws, do they? Where is Chainsaw? Oh, he's on the bench. Okay. The chainsaw's not. Maybe. Has he got a dirty boy? Has he got a dirty boy? I can't see a dirty boy. Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yeah. Jojo the lineman is a filthy, filthy boy. Oh, right, okay. Fair enough, Huanshi.
Oh, go on.
Oh, got one. Well done. Random. Cool. Huanshi's supporting Frank because Huanshi's playing you next week. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Flying start, Dr. Nick, isn't it? Oh, Dudorino's just won his game 2-1 in OCC. Congratulations, buddy. By cakes, yes, Norse can get Cheney, can't they? In fact, oh, it's Helmet he's got on the bench. I thought Cheney was a Norse player. Well, it's Helmet he's got on the bench is the chainsaw. Cheney's the wolf, isn't he?
Yep.
Can he play for Norse or is he undead? Necro undead only. Don't know. No, great result, Dudorino. Did the audience all bugger off when I played, by the way?
Nope.
Oh, nice. Oh, thanks for watching, fellas. Most of the time people go into Zunk, I think I'll immediately go and do something else. So that's nice, isn't it? Ah, right. Yep, Cheney can place for Norse as well. Great. Thank you, folks. I hear you, Johnny. But it's still, you know, still my little moment in the sun. And for a Chaos on Chaos game, I thought that was pretty watchable, to be honest. It was quite an interesting game.
I agree with you.
Joe says all the ladies start showing up whilst I'm playing. Oh, baby. Not strictly accurate, but it's a lovely gesture. Thanks for saying so, Joe. Appreciate it. Love you too, Larissine. Your typing is beyond reproach.
Oh dear, dropped it. I'm not using a reroll on that.
It was Blood Curse, wasn't it? And people don't expect that from Chaos. They expect us to just line up and slug it out. But that wasn't that. No.
Right, we have a minor issue here, which is that we've dropped the ball, and we have dropped it forwards. So the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed, and I did count it beforehand, he can get the ball. We double go for it, so he can now go and fetch the ball.
I still think you'll be all right. Huanshi's asking, can you play next Wednesday? Probably not, because Wednesday is no longer... Well, you've got to have that conversation with Sage about next week, about chopping and changing to fit your games in.
Yeah. Well, next week we've got the weekend back again, as in next match week. I'd rather drop it in next Sunday evening if possible.
Ideally, Huanshi, could we do either Saturday during the daytime, Sunday evening, or Tuesday evening? Those are the ideal times, if any of those work for you. Ramaset, no, Jester's not a typical Chaos coach. Looking at Jester's team, I liked most of it. I wasn't crazy about the Agility Warrior, because it dropped him down a Warrior. And although his team were 250 team value above mine, I don't think we were massively out-muscled. It was pretty even in terms of the punch-up factor. I liked very much his ball carrier goat. But the Agility Chaos Warrior, it means you're losing a Chaos Warrior. He's now just a heavily armoured, slow, but agile goat for me. But I did like very much the Strength Tentacles Block Guard Warrior. He's an excellent player. And I think also I was lucky that obviously Jester had lost to Chaos Warrior. I was facing one baby one, which we casualtied early doors. And his Killer Goat is, like mine, not finished yet, doesn't have piling on. Oh, what disgusting. That was actually not a terrible play. Yeah.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I've got this.
No, I'm looking at it from Frank's point of view. Would I have done that? Hard to tell. I think I'd have probably tried to swamp the ball, if I'm honest. Swamp stroke screen it so that you could maybe, if you retrieved it, you'd be struggling to get it forwards and pressure it like that. Maybe. Oh, got another one. I don't know. Can't make my mind up about that. Alter Ego's not a fan. See, the thing is, if that pass had worked, let's say that Uber Polista had caught it, getting it back off him's not really any harder than getting it back off the lad who's currently holding it. So for that reason, I'd have hung on to it where it was and bring the two players that he'd advanced just over the halfway line a little further down. Would probably be what I'd fancied. But he was looking at many go for it's just to reach there in the first place. So Joe says, man, I checked the aerodome forecasts, general weather forecast, IGA prognosis and such, and it was all looking decent. So I copy up my papers and get everything except wind corrections ready. Then I check wind and it's, so no flying, Joe. Is it all ruined? Muir says you're so lucky. Muir, is it luck or is it talent? Who knows? Johnny 5 says, Joe, that's a lot of preparation just to have a Tommy tank. Jimmy Fantastic has arrived. James, good evening. How are you doing? How's the toes? Any better? Dark Jill is frightened. Yeah, it's an enduring image. Well, Joe, you know, that's the price of a good Vindaloo, isn't it? Wind all over the place. He's worried about the Death Star looming overhead and just not doing the business. Alderaan the Elf, dear me. Jimmy's got a question for you, Andy. When it's not your go, I'll draw your attention to that. Oh, sorry to hear it, Jim. Is the prognosis good that, you know, antibiotics and all that, will it all be all right? Well, Joe, you know, you've already got the baby lotion and the tissues out, so as long as the atmospheric pressure's suitable, fill your hat, quite literally. Well, fingers crossed, Jimmy. That does sound like it sucks. Is this delaying your plans to get back into Germany at all, or are you able to travel in your wounded state? Oh, Katilama, why you speak German? How exotic. I'm in quite a good mood now, which, considering I've just lost 3-2, why is that? Why am I in a good mood? Is it because nobody died? That could be it.
I don't really want to give away 2 dice on the ball, but I don't really want to not. Suppose I could go there. Just take the ball that way.
I guess in a way, Alderaan piling on there slightly inconvenienced you, because what you could have done is pick the ball up with him, hand it off to old Rondon, which sounds like a live aid. Academic now, because you've just fluffed it, haven't you?
He's had 3 chances to pick the ball up. He's dropped it on all 3.
Well, you know what? That's Velihopia the elf there. So Velihopia, have a word with yourself. Some people don't deserve nice things like balls if they're going to treat them like that.
No. Oh well.
The chat's gone all auf Deutsch. That's a good sight, isn't it? Joe says, speaking of lotion, Zunk, I had a somewhat smooth comment that I fear you might have missed the other day when someone mentioned infinite Zunks. I think I think it was going a bit hairy, Joe, so I might have just glossed over it. That sounds wrong, doesn't it, in so many ways? Alter Ego says they grease the ball, but why? Why? These Norsemen, they're sick, aren't they? If it's not... You wouldn't leave the cat unsupervised with these lads.
No.
You still might be all right. This isn't catastrophe yet, is it? Catastrophe? You see what I did there? Very good. Yes, indeed, Reverend said. Good evening, FD. How you doing? Oh, Swedish Salt asks a military question. Joe, can you tackle that one, mate? Do you need to polish the missiles? I guess to ensure accurate delivery. You don't want them going all over the place, do you?
What?
We're talking about the missiles, Andy, on the helicopter. You've got to polish them first.
Oh, right, okay.
So, yeah, it's in, Jane's What's It book. Very important military stuff. Joe gets it. Fighting man.
Joe has to polish his missiles before he's allowed to use them, does he?
Well, like FD says, nobody likes a dirty missile. Well, it's against the Geneva Convention, that, isn't it?
That's a dirty bomb.
Well, Joe says if you polish the missile, it does reduce drag, so it depends what you want to achieve. Well, you sometimes get those ribbed missiles, don't you, Joe? The more aerodynamic.
Odd.
A Hellfire's ribbed.
Oh, no.
Blood Curse asked, does Joe have an Apache? We like to think so, Blood Curse. Joe's very vague on it. He can't really say for security reasons, but we think so. Oh yeah, Ramazet makes a good point. If a well-polished missile is much stiffer, it's more rigid, so it's going to deliver its payload more reliably. That's a good point.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Swedish Salt. Yeah, when it comes to missiles, Joe, do you prefer lots and lots of smaller ones all at once, or just one really big one? There's a lot really to cover with the whole missile question. It's a shame Alessis isn't here. He's in the military as well, isn't he?
He is.
Well, and the other thing you've really got to watch out is when, firing off missiles like this, you've got to watch for collateral damage, haven't you? Like, nearby schools, hospitals, the curtains, all that, the carpet. This is why Mrs. Darvo probably won't come on the show. I'm aware of that.
It certainly is probably a reason, absolutely.
It's a price worth paying, Jimmy. I mean, these are the questions that must be answered. Squiggy asks about is the Apache equipped with massive, long, rigid Sploder type missiles, Joe? Is that accurate? I mean, do they fit on a mill, or are they just too big? And do you have one of those nozzles on the front that fire really, really rapidly, and make a sort of noise? Have you got one of those? Because they're popular, aren't they? Yes, Blood Curse. Kelly's back. She was never not here. She's on rotation. Oh dear, that sounds a bit racy as well. Swedish Salt, yeah, missiles within 100 yards of a school. Well, we all knew the risks, Swedish Salt. Yes, you're right. You got to steer clear of that. And Joe, last question I've got. I'll not sleep tonight unless I find the answer. Is the missile guided, or do you have to do it manually? Oh yes, is it your go? Oh yes. All
Yes,
right.
it
Sorry,
is,
I forgot. We got all caught up in the excitement of Joe handling missiles. I'll ask you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point, Pablo. The type of missile really does depend on.
Oops.
Ooh, and it's an expensive one. What?
Oh,
Where's the
no.
Apo?
He just used it on a badly hurt.
Oh, Frank. Oh, that's brutal. Blodge, sidestep, agility, guard, runner. Dead. Oh dear. Well, a moment's silence there. Yeah, right. That's enough. That is that's massive. You must be cock a hoop, are you? It's hard to tell. You're being implacable. What's wrong with you?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I know it doesn't happen often, but I am. I'm currently thinking. If I'm honest about what I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about how I keep leveraging this advantage.
Well, we're back on the Joe's missiles. You just sort of stick it in and jiggle it around for a while until you get the desired result. You haven't got another one, have you?
No, but Veliopia's just caught it, which is nice.
Well, I think we've covered that. That was an interesting segment of the show. So we should have aero armaments corner. That seemed quite proper. We'll have to do that again. Right, now it's not your go. Mm-hmm. Jimmy's got a question for you. Are you going to get involved in the cross-platform cup thing?
It depends when it starts, and I wanted to see the rules properly first. And it depends. I want to know a bit more about it. Would I do it in principle? Yes. Do I know anything about it? No. And I really do want to know stuff about it this time round. As I
rather than play a team whose most notable thing is they've all got shadowing.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. That.
Anybody got a link to the rules anywhere? There's no point telling you, is there? You won't look at them.
The rules are fucking awful.
You need it in Discord.
Yeah. If the rules are fucking awful, that is a massive negative in the box of me not liking to play it.
Well, there's awful and there's awful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know what I meant to do. Many of you noticed we've just opened a new Discord chat. So if any of you use Discord and fancy popping by for the usual Discord nonsense, here's a link. You're all welcome. All welcome. There you go.
Oh, can choose any race and any build that they like up to. Any race and any build up to 1500. Okay.
Yeah. What's the awful bit?
Yeah. All right. Not terrible.
Swedish Soul says, "What's the usual Discord nonsense?" Well, based on the couple of days we've had ours up, we've had some fairly deep conversations, and Killjoy's posted a bunch of pictures of young Oriental girls. So, it's the usual benefits of being on Discord server. And I've put lots of comments in like, "Sorry, we're late. No, we really are starting soon. It's out of my hands. Sorry," etc. Okay, so you only have to play 2 games. That didn't sound too bad. Joe, you're already on it, mate, aren't you? Oh, it's 4-minute turns, though. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it?
That doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah, fill the time.
Right.
Stotley, not illegally young, mate. I mean, but bear in mind my age. I mean, women in the 30s are young in my eyes. Youngish, not that. Nothing really distasteful. Well, Joe, there's the link. Get your ass joining. Muir says this is pain, real pain. What's the matter, Muir? What's hurting? I think it's the pace. Are you playing slowly or something?
Well, I am actively thinking, so yeah, maybe I suppose.
That's fine. You seem very cross at the moment, considering how well everything's going. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, no. Brain on Slug says we can't use the term Oriental. Oh shit, can't we? Oh shit. Sorry, folks, if I've accidentally used an offensive term. I think the Korean. Help me out, Killjoy. I can say Korean, can't I? That's just descriptive. That's safe, isn't it? I mean, it's all totally tasteful. It's not like they're dressed in uniforms or, you know, doing anything like that. So how does one refer to? Is East Asian still okay? Because I mean that just refers to a bit of geography, surely. I mean, all Oriental means is from the East, which is not. Is that offensive? It's a minefield, isn't it? Okay, mate. Anyway, duly noted. So that goes along with sidekick and the other words that must never be said, YouTube and Oriental. Right, Killjoy confirms they are indeed Korean. Oh, thank God I got that right. Well, Ed the Duck, you see. Ed the Duck says they don't like it. Who's they? You see? You can't say they anymore either, because that's compartmentalising. Do you see what I mean, Ed? It's a minefield, isn't it? Putcode says, can we post the Discord link again? There's one below in the chat, but just for you, because you asked, mate. There you go. Well, no, hold the bus, Ramosset. Greenwich-centric maniac. Listen, we invented time, so it's only fair that Greenwich Mean Time is ground zero for the clock, right? Stutsnov says, welcome to living in the USA, everything is political correctness. Stutsnov, I wouldn't last 5 minutes, would I? With the best of intentions, I would accidentally offend somebody somewhere. Some massive group. Well, FD, I've made a point of, if ever Killjoy does link something, I tend not to click on it because it's probably going to be K-pop. And I don't feel that my life will be enriched as a result. So I'm happy for him to keep posting it, just as long as I don't have to keep clicking on it. So everyone's a winner. Ah, the voice of reason. Hello, Matto. How are you doing? Rama said I haven't, mate. I quite like Sweden. I've been once and it was very nice. Didn't really get on with the food, but I was only there a week, so I didn't try everything. Obviously, not even Andy would have had time to do that. But I did like it as a place. It was very nice. Very attractive people. Most people that you see were quite good looking.
Yeah, I was aware of that when I went there.
Holland's like that as well, the Netherlands.
So.
I'm quite peckish now. I'm looking forward to my lasagna and cauliflower and broccoli. Healthy and yet nutritious and tasty at the same time. Stubings asks, what did Helg and the Storm Vermin roll for both his levels? Tackle Claw? Mighty Blow Claw, was it?
Yeah, Mighty Blow Claw.
Mighty Blow Core Loopy. So Helgen Stormvermin's gone from just some other rat to Andy's favourite rat. To all the other rats on the team, sorry, but you all secretly know that he now is, right? Not only that, Loopy, but as a Billy bonus, Zero Wolf, the soon-to-get-sacked rat ogre unless things pick up, only rolled block. So it was quite a good time. And did it finished? Was it 6-0 in the end? That one, you didn't get 7th.
No. It finished 7. We didn't score 8 because we chose to score with a rat ogre.
7-0, but scored with a rat ogre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I will upload all of the Skaven games in one hit.
What, as a kind of a let's play Skaven-a-thon so you can binge watch them? Wow. Well, that's my Friday sorted.
Oh no. Zara just slayed someone.
He's not dead, is he?
No.
Oh, he's fine, he'll shake that off.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, to be honest, after the bloodbath that Frank's endured, you can't begrudge him a bit of slaying, can you?
Oh, a bit of Zara, yeah. Which one do I want to get more? Attack or guard?
Alter Ego wants to become a streamer so it can get streamer dice like Andy's. It's not always like this, mate. Just ask anyone. It's not always like this. Loopy says, "How did my game go?" It was pretty good, actually. If you are into the YouTube things, it probably one of my better games is worth a rewatch. Ultimately, we lost 3-2, but it was so entertaining. I don't really mind. Joe, thank you very much. Main thing is, we've got a bunch of star player points and nobody died, so the team's actually looking a lot more happening. Which I know Ramaset's delighted about because we're playing him next week. Do you know, I was tempted on Bull Carrier Goat, who'd only got block dodge, to take 2 heads instead, just to be really greedy. Sure hands is the right thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, Joe, thank you very much. I don't know, I think it's because I've played a game, Joe, that my concentration's all shot. I'm missing all sorts of bits of chat here. So apologies. Thank you very much for helping out, Joe. Ramaset says the game between me and Jester was the exact opposite of what he hoped and expected. I'm guessing what he hoped and expected is that it would be a 0-0 draw and we just murdered each other. But what in fact happened, it was a 3-2 and everybody's fine. Pack a load of star player points as well. Oh, nice. Very elegant. Hey, sorry, Ramaset.
He is the shittest elf we've had to tolerate. That's the 4th one on Velahopia so far. Rubbish.
Don't be nasty about Velahopia. He can't help it. He's learning.
Rubbish. Right, that's the chainsaw on for 3 turns.
Well, he's got this, so this will pop a bribe. I mean, if you can turn him over here, I mean, that's a hell of an ask, isn't it? Turning him over in 2 turns, but nah, that's unrealistic. Katalama, yeah, it was just an MNG. I didn't kill him. And it wasn't for want of trying. We were both blitzing pretty much exclusively with Mighty Blow lads. There was a lot of Mighty Blow flying around. It was just lots and lots of stuns. Not that much in the way of pitch removals, which it partly, I guess, why it kept the game interesting, because nobody was dominating the other, 2-to-1 population. I think at best I had an 11v9 advantage briefly, but my players were less skilled, so it was pretty nip and tuck the whole way. But the way it played out as well was quite strategic. It definitely wasn't a right, let's all meet in the car park around the back, slug it out until there's one left. It was all very nip and tuck and dodgy, strategically, all that.
Yeah. Defty says, why do we not stall? Honestly, because it'd be nice to try and put this game to bed, and I was conscious that we just piled on, and he was going to get a dirty player foul. I don't really want to get fouled. It's going to happen, but I don't really want it lots. We have also killed his agility 4 runner, so there is a fair chance of maybe going for 2-0 before the half, and if we get the second one before the end of the half, that could put the game to bed.
Aardvac, remind me, what's your team again, mate? FD. Greed is good. Greed works.
So, greed. Yeah.
Joe's very helpfully linking a site where, if you're wondering what the wind's going to be like,
Is that
my new phone doesn't have a wind app. Perhaps I should have a little look on the Android score and see if I can remedy that. So you're right, it is important to know how windy it is, Joe. It's not just simply a matter of sticking your head out the window and having a look, is it? Yes, good point, well made. Yeah, that's a bit unlucky, Aardvac. But then, scoring casualties, it ebbs and flows. I've had Killer Goat on 74 points, gagging for piling on for a long time. So, it happens, doesn't it? Yeah, good point, Dinarino. Good bit of glass half full there. It's nice to be on top of the list, even if that list is most players killed. So, yeah. That's nice.
Fucking chainsaw. Here it comes.
Well, Stoddy, it's relaxing. You've got a bunch of MVPs for no risk, so, Bellier, hello, mate. It was really good, actually. It was a very good game. Loads of star play points, nobody dead. We did lose 3-2 in the end, but it was ebb and flow. Worth a replay watch, which will be on the YouTubes below in the next day or two, I'm guessing. Aardvac, I sympathise, mate. If you've seen the Dreadnoughts in UK BBL, fielding 11 players just seems like an unrealistic fantasy at the minute. I was down to 2 Chaos Warriors at one stage, and one of them was a rookie. So it happens to us all, mate. The good news is it's not forever. 6 months from now, you'll have just won the league, and everything will be great, and this will be a distant memory. Masterfowl says, what was the final score against the Dwarves? 7-0. It could have been 8, but the Rat Ogre scored the 7th, just as a real fan favourite. It was worth watching for the little dance he did. Or, in fact, the little goblin who stood on it, the little rat who stood on his head did, rather. So, yeah, 7-0, mate.
So I'll play points on legs, that thing.
Ramaset's asking, where's your agility 5 elf? You haven't got one, have you?
2, 3, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't, unfortunately.
No, I've got one, mate. FD, the 7-0 game was first game of this evening, buddy. And Andy's talking about uploading all the Rats games in one go. When are we next not on, so you've got a free evening? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow or Friday, when it next couple of days.
Yep.
The Rats is worth watching, because I, despite your, let's say, concerns when you started playing the Rats, they started off with 2 draws and a bunch of dead rats. But since then, they just keep winning by hatfuls every time. They're great. So what are the Rats on now? 6-2-0? 7-2-0? Something like that?
Yeah, 6-2-0.
Stubby says about the Rat game, it wasn't much worth watching. Stubby, shut up, man. Marketing. No, it was the best game ever. Click here, etc. Come on, get with the program, dude. FD says, does that mean we might see you play Rats sometimes? I don't tend to re-roll that much in league teams, FD. I tend to like sort of sticking with the long haul, call me sentimental. If I do re-roll anything, it might be if Dreadnoughts don't recover. And if they continue with their downward death spiral, I might switch back to Orcs, because I like Orcs. But no, I only play in leagues, mate, and you're committed to playing a bunch of games, so... Nah.
For God's sake.
Squiggy, high five, you got it, man. Click that clickbait. Push it. This is why we need merch. It's something else we can drone on about incessantly until Huanshi actually sticks his head in the oven because he can't stand it anymore. Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, it was double one, go for it.
Oh no, sweet.
So he's got to go and put stuff in scoring range, otherwise he can't score.
What TV are you at now, Duderino? About 1300-ish. AD English, good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening. Can we do one more YouTubes? Are we done with YouTubes?
Oh, well, ask everybody. Okay, folks, YouTube have just raised the bar on us that we were close to getting the YouTubey partnery equivalent thing, but apparently now you need 1,000 followers, and we ain't got 1,000 followers. So if any of you would be so massively kind as to click on this YouTube link, hit subscribe, which is free, it would really help us out. I shall link it one moment. There you go. So if you could find it in the goodness of your hearts, if you could just sub to that, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Not going to talk about it again. I think Heinche nailed it. Talk about it twice, that's it.
I said twice a week, not twice an evening, but there you go.
Oh.
Hello, multi-minded. How you doing? Oh, thank you, Squiddy. Oh, we're at 400 odd. Fantastic. We're on 300 and something before this evening, so it's slowly working. Well, what we'll do is make that heartfelt plea once or twice a week. There you go. Yes, exactly that, multi-minded, yes.
Okay, well, he's moved all the tackle zones off the ball.
Belger, thank you very much. Belger's just sub to YouTube's.
Hooray! I need to change that icon. I hate that little running zombie.
It's terrible, isn't it? It shows like you've put no effort in.
Oh dear, skull. Wow.
Simses, thank you very much. Oh, and Pony Jot Smucker. I hope I pronounced that vaguely correctly. Thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome to the programme.
And Kathleen Delacourt, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Oh no, look out.
It's happening. He's cut him in half. Oh, he's fine.
Turned out he was fine.
Yeah, he's wearing one of them special anti-chainsaw underpants. That was lucky. Yep, cheers, Pony. Welcome aboard. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Oh, dropped it. Where's that going to go? Okay, well, we're in.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Didorino, yes, exactly that. Wizard bribe. Was it 3 bribes or 2 bribes? I think it was 3 bribes, actually. Was it 3? 2. Okay. Hello, Glasshammer. How you doing? It's going all right, mate. First game of this evening, thumping win for the Rats, 7-0 against Dwarves, which you wouldn't have put money on that. Then I lost narrowly 3-2 in Coca-Cola, but it was a good game and nobody died, so not too disappointed. And Andy and Frankolino are tussling it out in Coca-Cola, and it's going all right so far. AD English, thank you very much for previously having subbed. Much appreciated. Mick was saying, is Chainsaw Underpants going to be available as merch? Yes. Yeah, it will be. Oh, English, thanks very much. Well, look, any of our stuff that we're on, I don't usually advertise our show on your Discord server because I didn't spot anywhere where it was obvious to do it. I didn't want to just put it in general checks. You know, a lot of admins get a bit sensitive about, oh, you stop spamming your nonsense in our chat room. So haven't done any of that.
So there's 2 ways of doing this. You either come in 2, 3.
Talk us through it, old boy.
Alright, 2 ways of doing it. Either I blitz here and then get hope for the knockdown. And that ends up with a 4+. If you don't get the knockdown, it's a 4+ dodge, 4+ pickup. Or you go that way, and that way's no good. That way is no good. That's double GFI time. Surely it's got to be this way then. Oh.
What do you call the channel, English? Because I just looked down them. There was none of them that were obvious. Your streams here, that kind of thing. There's a lot of rooms in your Discord. It's quite daunting.
Alright, I got relatively lucky. I got the knockdown that I wanted.
Okay. Oh, thank you, English.
Let me move out of the way. And now it is 3+ dodge with dodge, 3+ pickup with a team reroll. 2+ go for it, 2+ pass, 2+ catch score. It is now more likely than not to work.
Hold your breath. Come on. Geeks escorted. Now, geeks, do not fall over. This is important. Johnny, good evening. How you doing?
Oh, for fuck's sake. For 2-0.
Geeks.
Oh, and he's killed
Oh,
himself.
Jesus.
For 2-0? No, I'll kill myself instead, actually, if that's alright.
Is Florence around?
Yeah.
Florence? Oh, thank God. Geeks, really? Made us ever so worried there. Johnny asks, is Andy married to an electric ball? Yes. Geek says, I got this. That was the exact opposite of got this. That not only was the tripwire, but the tripwire was hooked up to several hand grenades. Geeks, well done for finding those. Geeks, you know you've hit rock bottom when Killjoy is mocking you for your avatars playing badly. Nice one, Killjoy. Well, that was dramatic, wasn't it? Jesus. Glad Florence was at least on the ball. Bajer said the same thing happened to him twice today with Witch Elf versus Orcs. What, dead? That's brutal. Dinabodo, you're not supposed to talk about Geek's Mask on stream, mate. That's supposed to be discreet about that. How did you know? Andy, I'm going to pass you the mic for a few moments as I require a cup of tea. I should be right back.
Can you make me one as well? Fortunately, Mrs. Daro's just gone back to sleep.
Post it to you. Bone idle, that girl. Sleeping. Right, see you in a minute.
Yeah. So, right. Well, let's look at the positives. Although we haven't, pretty much sort of finished the game off, because that would have been nice. One, that he needed star player points. Because let's have a look. He's on 23 star player points, and he is basically harmless. Geeks, you're fucking useless. What positives have we got? Well, at the moment, not a lot in the casualty bin. Hopefully, he won't hurt us or anything else. One of the 2 bribes is going to get used. That's good. Multi-Mind says let's look at the positives. There aren't any. Oh God. Get Alderaan. Please be alright. Geeks, that's fucking on you, that is. Fucking... Grr. 2 players killed last week. He's got to go. I can't keep a movement 5 version of that. That's just fucked. So he's dead. That's one of the 2 Mighty Blow ones dead. That's annoying. That is annoying. I am irritated by that. That is annoying. Yeah, that's the bit of Blood Bowl I don't like. I don't like the stupid swings where that should have been 2-0 game done, and instead use Apothecary and then have player killed. That's just frustrating. Oh well, can't do anything about it, I suppose. Definitely the only reason he wasn't fired already was because he was the useful one of the two. The other one's fucking useless. So Alderaan got -1 MA. He's now got -2 MA. So he's movement 5. The problem with movement 5 is I could get round it a bit if I had another level up slot. But if we look at his star player points, he's on 128 out of 176. So he's movement 5 now. Yeah, I can't give him jump up because I've got no more slots to give him. He's got Dauntless instead. So no, he's gone. I'm gonna have to fire him.
Oh, well, luckily you've got Geeks, who's nearly as good.
or completely useless. I don't know which way you want to look at it. 10k in reserve.
Ooh, lots. What did for Alderaan then? Was it the Death Star in the end, or
no? Because Geeks failed his, because we didn't score. So
yeah.
Then what happened was Geeks. He then got to have a turn 8, which he shouldn't have had, and so he then fouled Alderaan, which then killed him. So it's one of those, oh look, some bad luck has befallen you. Let's compound it with really shit luck.
Yeah. I mean, you have killed Frank's super runner, to be fair, and Alderaan always was on borrowed time. I mean, he was walking wounded. He was just held together with fear and sellotape, basically. And Geek says that's almost like that was done on purpose, so that now Geeks is #1 blitzer. It's funny, that, isn't it? Sure, it's just a coincidence, Geeks. Hardback says, boo-hoo, I hate how this game is so swingy. Oh, a blitz! Geeks, you're not endearing yourself, mate. You can't follow that. You're not going to pile on, are you? No. Job done. Bye. Phew. Are you tired today? You're very subdued for you, and the Blood Bowl is going well. Broadly.
I'm more than a little bit miffed that guy died. That actually has grinded me. Yeah, because he's not. Oh, I know. I'll just make a new. Oh, I can't.
We got Geeks. Geeks will do it.
He's useless.
Geeks isn't useless. He's got potential. Oh, hello. Oh God, the only elf, Lolathor. Why haven't you got dodge? Honestly. Bloody Lolathor. Vulpes Uncle points out that Frenzy trapped himself. He did rather, didn't he? Oh, and there's Geeks on hand. You might want to hit him back.
No, Geeks hasn't got tackle.
Not like Alderaan. Geeks is never going to be as good as Alderaan. Geeks isn't walking wounded, mate. Geeks is perfect specimen, totally fit and healthy. And Alderaan's not technically dead. He's just a bit inconvenienced.
Yeah, movement 5.
So he's got a fractured skull, a smashed ankle, and a smashed hip. So, appearing on Strictly Come Dancing after he's retired's probably not going to work out for him, is it? What, with that hip? Oh, no.
He's got to pick the ball up. 3+, no reroll.
Hello?
That's a stab.
Oh no, Thorgolian chinned. You're welcome, geeks. I believe in you. Well, it'll be Bruninho, won't it? The lad on the left here, presumably picked the ball up. Cavalama says, has Alderaan got Jimmy's toes now? Well, no, actually, that's one of the few bits of Alderaan that's perfectly intact. His beautiful pinky toes. His toes are all fine. It's just his ankles, hips, skull. And I think he's also starting to get a bit of tennis elbow as well, just for good measure. But no, his toes are brilliant. Oh, Noanto's not seen Zara before. Can you have a quick zoom in? Camera zoom on Zara just to give him a good look. Oh, that sounded creepy, didn't it? I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Dina says, what advice would you normally give someone who asks if they should keep a player with that many injuries?
Are you mad? What the fuck are you doing?
I'd keep him. Tackle mighty blow piling on. I'd keep him, man. I'd keep him. Got one. I'd keep him partly just to see what other injuries you could collect, see if you can get a full set. I mean, how many can you have? Nah, keep him. Yeah, Vulpes, you're right, am I? It'll probably just go in. Well, FD, if we could get Alderaan somehow into a Cripple Cup, he'd be a legend, an icon. They'd flock around him just to get a sight of the guy. Can you imagine what his booper premiums are going to be next year? Pre-existing conditions. Have you got a while?
Okay, so it's 2-2-2 to score.
Good luck. Joe's got a movement 5, strength 1, agility 2, AV7 human lineman. You see, by comparison, oh no, Eldril, no. Phew. By comparison, Alderaan's got nothing to complain about, has he?
No, you're playing with your cat?
Yeah, why?
You can hear it because he's rubbing the microphone.
Oh, sorry. Turco, knock it off. He says sorry, you know. Nah, he doesn't really.
Okay, so helmet's sent off. Or he's not, actually, saying that.
Well, hopefully. Oh, helmet is sent off.
Yeah, so he chose not to use the bribe because there's no point because he failed the KO roll. So when he rolls for the next KO roll, he's gone anyway.
Oh, Master Fowl, no, there'd be none of that. The cat's had the operation, so you'd be at that all day if you were trying, mate. No, definitely not that. I was petting his head because he came. He saw us rolling a cigarette and thought, I know you always appreciate when you're rolling a cigarette that come and sit on the tobacco.
Okay.
Gwydion asked what happened to Alderaan the Killer Elf. He got fouled, didn't he?
Yep.
So, yeah, another move bust. So he's now got the collection of fractured skull, smashed ankle, smashed hip. God.
Yep.
It's getting beyond Florence's ability to keep him on his feet here and keep patching him up. We're now in the realms of necromancy, I think.
bonus reroll.
Hey.
We need it.
Gwydion says, "Will Andy keep him?" I said I would. Andy's adamant he won't. I still would.
Well, it's a moot point because I can't do anything about it because I've only got 10k in the bank and we're at 2100 TV. So next game he's MNG and I can't do anything about it, and I probably won't even have the money to replace him the game after anyway. So he probably stays by default at the moment.
You sound ever so unhappy. You all right? You didn't like Alderaan anyway. You used to say he was rubbish.
Yeah, I hate having 2 Mighty Blow Pine Elves.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
I mean, he was the one that did. Geeks, he's completely useless.
No, he isn't. He'd be fine.
It's turn 10. We're playing against Armour 7. He's caused 0 casualties. Again.
Well, that's because Alderaan was hogging all the blitzers right now, obviously. Alvac says, Andy, I have a question. Suppose Nublar gets -2 strength. Can he get any more since his strength hasn't actually gone down? I think isn't it capped out as -2 is the most you can get on anything?
Yeah,
well, I'm imagining that.
It would just keep going. For example, you can get 3 niggles.
Do they all keep stacking up the niggles, don't they?
I think niggles stops at 2. So
2 niggles is pretty bad enough anyway, isn't it? Yeah, look, geeks, don't worry. He doesn't mean any of this. Oh, Super Iron is actually all right. Don't worry, geeks. Look, you're the only show in town at the minute, mate, so he will blitz with you. That will happen. It'll be fine. And all it requires is you to do a couple of casualties and all this unpleasantness will be forgotten. Squeaking confirmed in Blood Bowl 2 you can have quad niggles. Wow, now that's an achievement. You see, Alderaan's got so much yet to achieve. Keep him. Oh, he's dropped it again, look. Oh, that was disappointing. Why does Frank keep picking the ball up with Zara? Is it because she's strength 4 with Blodge and he just fancies that she's hard work to get it back off?
I would suspect so, yeah.
Oh, you see, Sturt of Rage and Grace, that everything ebbs and flows, doesn't it? It all swings and roundabouts, yin and yang. First 2 games, Goblins and Flings. You realise what's happened now? That Geeks is basically shattered and he's getting comfort from Killjoy the Bear going, don't worry, mate, you didn't used to rate me either.
Hashtag still fucking don't.
Oh, you lies! Lies! You were just saying how useful a Kislev Bear was earlier. Admittedly, you didn't specifically say this Kislev Bear, but generally speaking.
And how many times did I say this Kislev Bear? Yeah, there, none.
That's what you meant. Killjoy, I believe. Don't you worry. He's only joshing. Right. Are we able to... No, we're not.
All right. Geeks, well done, mate. No, seriously. No.
Stop picking on him.
I give you a bum deal, but yeah, it's unfair, isn't it? Because you're actually really good. Oh no, you're useless. Yeah, absolutely.
It had got fenned. It's not like he could have piled on even. He had knocked him over.
Oh right, he's got fenned. Andy, shut up. What are you complaining about? It's got fenned. Like.
Well, right, misery moany chops. Considering you've won both your games comfortably. I lost. I'm not whinging. Come on, cheer up.
Well,
and you've had that abomination of a pizza for dinner. First world problems, honestly. I know, Killjoy. You just don't know where you stand, do you? You just don't know. Mipper's suggesting that you fire Geeks as well just to cheer Andy up. No. Oh, Frank, that was mean. I can only apologise, FaZe. I can only apologise. I think what's happened is folks react so much to when Andy's moany Andy that he does it just to be difficult now. Oh, I'm lucky.
Oh, that's good. Hey, hey, hey.
Yes, thank you, Simar. Exactly that. Aardvark, me too, mate. I'm glass half full with Blood Bowl. Well, only half the team died. The others are all fine. That's really what I'm usually dealing with. No, I've only won 2-0 and all right, you lost a player that was walking wounded. Come on, cheer up.
This is actually alright because he's going to struggle to make the ball safe here.
I don't think Geeks is going to get Juggernaut. He's going to follow pretty much the same path. He'll take tackle, probably frenzy, probably dauntless, I would think. See, Aldron didn't actually have frenzy.
Nope. Oh, Aldar, did you fall for our marketing ploy?
She was nearly in the stream, she was just off camera.
Oh.
Do you ever, for devilry, just think, I know, just swivel the camera around?
I do, but she's... oh, dear.
Well, she's perked up now.
No, she's fast asleep, but... yeah.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be appropriate, would it?
No.
It's not like she'd ever know.
What are you, like, fucking tell her?
No. Glasshammer's got a question. Is OCC Lizard Team Skink second double? He's already got sidestep block. He's already got a sidestep block, sure hands diving, tackle, sure feet skink. Should he take dirty player for when he plays Zunk? No, you bloody shouldn't. if you've got a skink with a second double, guard isn't a shocking idea. Am I completely talking nonsense there? So it becomes blodge guard sidestep skink. I don't know. What do you think, Andrew?
A minute.
Sorry, Glasshammer. I'll ask him when he's not concentrating. Dina says, when are any of us likely to meet her? Well, didn't you meet Ava at last summer? Or did you left by then? Because you came out for curry with the Swedish Blood Bowl team. I mean, Andy was there as well. It was nothing weird. And Ev's going to Wales with you, isn't she?
She's not, though. But she should be, but she's not.
She's not like Wales.
She likes Wales. Right, hang on a sec. If I go there...
Sorry, Glasshammer.
Lock. Nah. Let's make the go for it.
Thing is with taking leap on a skink, though, is their agility 3. So that just screams it's going to fail. You'd be looking at, a 4+ to leap with an agility 3 player. So I wouldn't fancy that. And rather than leap, skinks are probably better off doing the whole stunty dodge thing. Flippy says strip ball. Kick? Yeah, could take kick, couldn't it? But that seems an awfully expensive double kick. Nobody would expect kick on a lizard team, of course. Joe says, did I know that the human eye's got around 1.2 million neurons in them? Is that each? Whilst ears have only got 50,000. Which is why hearing is one of the first senses we lose when we get stressed. He's not stressed. I don't know what's wrong with him. He'll be fine. I think he's tired. Are you tired? Okay, so on the skink question, then it's looking like Sure Hands is getting a lot of love. Guard is getting quite a lot of love. Killjoy suggests Kinky Skink. That's a good name for a skink, actually, isn't it? Kick. I think I'd go Guard if it was me, because Blodge sidestep Guard when you've already got stunted, and Dodge is, yeah, that's really irritating for your opponent.
Guard and strip ball are the typical ones, or if you've got block, it's block sure hands. Block sure hands for a ball carrier. Tackle wrestle is another combo. What else you can see? Strip ball if you're bothered. I like Guard. I like Guard, but I don't play very much Lizard. Block sure hands is the most common one.
Last time has already got a block sure hands one. But there was conversation you could have a second.
What's the first double he's got currently? Is it block?
Yeah.
I'd go Guard then. Or tackle. Because then you can go tackle, diving tackle, and sidestep. And then you've got a blodging sidestepper with tackle. That's quite nice.
Stotley, have a word with the league admins, mate, because if the guy's just conceding all the time, ask him to have a look and see if you've just been unlucky or if he's doing it to everybody, and they might think about it. But have a word with the admins. In fact, Blackburn, are you with us? Blackburn's one of the Champ Ladder admins. Joe suggests Hail Mary pass on the skink. Joe, bad man. Interception! Back of the net.
Fuck, he was on the wrong elf.
Oh no, on the wrong elf. Are you just doing this for a laugh now? Miserable fucker.
No.
You are. Sorry, Frank, that's outrageous, isn't it? I like Guard for the skink. My overall thing. Could take tackle, diving tackle if you really wanted to, but again, because his strength is a bit limited, you'd probably just get chinned. Hello, Pixie Dust, how you doing? So, right elf would be Andy the Catcher or Lolathor. Lolathor for dodge?
Yeah, Lolathor. That's what I'm going to go with.
Lolathor. Jeez. Lolathor. Is that a default name or did you make that up yourself?
I made it up.
That's quite good, actually. so bad it's good. Lolathor the elf.
I'm glad you liked it. Lolathor! You have to say it like that, it doesn't work.
I sort of did, didn't I? Lolathor. When we know, in fact, that Lolathor's got a squeaky voice that he's like, "Hi guys." And all the other elves think he's not butch enough. It's hard work, that, isn't it? Well, have you got one?
Not sure at the moment. I don't know.
He's got Fend, that fella, by the way. If that helps.
I know, Geek can't fucking hit him properly, I know.
He just has hit it. What do you want? There you go. Geeks vindicated. Dead.
Oops.
Now that is a block. Geeks, well done, mate. I knew you had it in you. Now, if that doesn't deserve this, I don't know what does. Sorry, Frank.
So I used accurate there to cancel out the assist, which means I can still hit here.
There we go.
Okay, score.
Hey! Oh, it's only 3-0. 4 by now. Rex says, "What? Wait, why does the thrower have catch?" It's Pidpad's fault, Rex. That Pidpad put the idea into Andy's head of try this. That what happens is Random Elf picks the ball up on receiving the ball and throws it to the catcher, to the thrower who has catch, who reliably catches it to basically farm star player points religiously on other elves. I must admit, I didn't really see it either, but Pidpad swears by it.
Pixie Dust, I'm not sure. Put that into, what's it called? Mordrek. Zunk will be able to give you the links. I would imagine he's probably got it handy. And see what happens. Looking at that 16-6-8, would I keep playing it? The best thing to do is really not keep playing it, if because by not playing you force your opponent to go past you. So just hang fire unless you absolutely have to, or the team needs more development. If the team needs more development, yeah, keep going. Do I want to go there or there? Let's go there. Might get a blitz, maybe. Might get lucky. Oh no.
There we go. Did you know that Jimmy's currently second in the whole league with his Wood Elves? Doing very well.
I thought they all got broken.
Still second. Ducky's fifth. Well done, Ducky. Fatten's 12th. Woofbark 16th. Bleeding Hippie's up there, 17th. What else do we know? Mike the Machine, 24th. Yohannian's up there, 25th.
What's Yohannian playing this time? Is it more Zoms?
Yohannian is playing Hell's Janitors, one of those. Are they Dark Elves? Dark Elf, I think. Are they? I can't quite tell. Let's click on it. Dark Elf. Pixie Dust, you are indeed 50th. With the team we've just been talking about. Oh, Lanch's up there. Amazon's 42nd. Coldy's there with They Are Billions, Nurgle. Very topical. Licker's up there with his Dark Elves. Oh, Villainic, that's an excellent record. Well done, mate. Well, there's quite a lot of rats in the leaderboard at the minute, Andrew. And ironically, one of them is Buford T. Justice. We never get away from this man. 1812 is the top rats. Yeah. Well, you're on course. Just need to do what you were talking about earlier and put a run in.
Yes.
Oh, Mercedes-Benz have just emailed me. Do you want a new Mercedes? Unsubscribe from those notifications. No, I don't.
No way of doing this without a dodge. Appear not.
I mean, it sounds lovely and all, but I'm not looking for a new Mercedes. Right, back to the game.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But one of them two's in the way. Right, if one of them's in the way, let's put that there.
No, they weren't free English. They were wanting thousands of pounds for them, mate. It was. I haven't worn out this car yet, so no, I don't need a new car. Car's fine. Car's fine. Are you thinking about getting a new car, or are you going for a house?
Oh, house.
Yeah. Well, your car's nice anyway. So.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it. Right, how many rerolls we got left? 2. Oh, I think it's still going to be good. I think, yeah.
English. I know. I'm just rolling with it. You know. Come on. I know. Never had a Mercedes, actually. I've had BMWs and Jags, but never had a Merc.
Really? We got one.
Well, but before I bought this one, I was looking at the new C-Class. But, oh yeah, probably got one. Ow. You're doing a lot of damage to poor old Frank here.
You reckon?
We just niggled him. You've killed super expensive runner. You've knacked level 4 lineman. Level 4? 1, 2, 3, yeah, level 4 dirty player kick fend lineman. He's gone.
Oh.
And who was that? Who did that?
That was Orestian Cavalierhern.
No, it was Geeks.
Yeah, it was Geeks, yeah.
Yes, it was Geeks. Notch another one for the G-Man. 27 points. You should probably score with Geeks now as a reward for killing all these players. And Geeks doesn't muck about. When he casualties a player, it's a proper casualty. It's none of your badly hurt, miss next game, he'll be fine. No, dead.
If he actually scores and throws the ball, he actually levels.
Well, yeah.
Who have we got next week? I think I need a tackle player. Alright, okay, we'll try and score with him. You never know.
Well, Pablo, unfortunately, they're not youthful enough for me, mate. I went for a much more youthful type of transport. Not saying that C-Class Mercs are for old people, Andy. Not at all. Because you're not old, you know, only late 30s.
Oh dear, skull. Yeah, I wouldn't describe me as old.
Middle-aged, perhaps. Lower middle. Yeah. Geeks is starting to get a bit carried away and has got giddy with all the blood. Feel my power. Oh, no, a bit better than Impreza, Squiggy. I don't think I'm going to change cars for a bit, but yeah, I'm going to just keep this one. It costs too much to keep swapping cars. I've wasted a load of cash doing that in the last few years. This is all really coming together.
Yeah, it's alright.
You didn't like Alderaan anyway. Didn't. And anyway, don't need him now because we've got Geeks, who, now that he's got the special hat for I'm the most dangerous elf, he's knocking himself out. Look. What, even the E classes, Belgium, not rated? What is that for? Engineering and design and using bodge components or point of view? I've never owned one, mate. But they're certainly smart motor cars. What specifically are the things that puts you off the current crop? FD's asking why you're throwing all the blocks before moving the ball.
Because the game's done, and I'm just stealing star player points now.
Okay. Yeah, I did look at one, Pablo, though I didn't go for it in the end. It was basically I would have gone further down the path, sort of test drive and seriously think about it. But the sales bloke was a bit non-committal. I thought, sod this. Hey, he's all right. Well, Pablo, the new Volvos, Volvo have really pulled one out with the latest range. The interiors of them are really nice, and the inscription ones, I think they've hooked up with Bowes and Wilkins for the stereos, which are stereos. The in-car entertainment, which is cracking. A couple of pals have got Volvos, and you can see why they like them. They're really pleasant inside. I think the latest range of engines are probably the weak spot. Pixie Dust doesn't like Zunk's motoring corner. Sorry, mate, I'll knock it off. What would you like to talk about, Pixie?
Oh.
It's all fine. It's all fine. Belgia, thank you very much for wrapping that up for me. Pixie Dust would like Andy to tell him a story about traffic jams. Oh, you've got to be so careful what you wish for. Andy, have you got any recent anecdotes regarding based around traffic that you'd like to share with the viewers? Special request. Pixie, you madman. But okay, Andy, over to you.
No, actually. There, you weren't expecting that, were you?
You're flat as a pancake at the minute. What's the matter with you?
I'm alright. I'm a little tired, but I'm fine. Can I be mellow? Am I allowed to be mellow?
Relaxed. What, you're high? Good God.
No.
No, you can be mellow. Strangely enough, Killjoy particularly likes South Korean motor cars. I'm guessing you've got a Samsung telly and phone as well, Killjoy. I mean, no reason. Sorry, I accidentally talking about cars again. I do apologise, Pixie Dust.
Right. Okay. So need to cover the ball.
Nathan Senior, I think Killjoy's interest in cars is particularly swayed by what are the young ladies involved at the launches like, and for the South Korean brands, I think they might be I can't really go any further now. I'm going to get in the hot water, aren't I? They're going to be the sort of people that Killjoy's really fond of. There you go. I think that was safe, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm back on the money, Killjoy. Geeks is patting himself on the back, got skills. Oh, he's just dislocated his own shoulder. Ah, whoops.
Yeah, so Geeks has managed to level up most of his star player points today from scoring touchdowns. It's a pretty impressive feat considering you've got a Mighty Blow and piling on for an elf playing against.
He has killed 2 Norse players as well.
Yeah, well.
So what you're saying is that Geeks is an all-round player. He's like Peter Beardsley. He can do everything.
Yeah, just doesn't score enough goals, doesn't make enough assists. Yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, he's picking on me again.
You'll be fine. See, you're fine. He probably won't foul you.
Probably will.
Nah, from there, 1 assist. Nah, that would be pure bitterness. See, he's not done it.
Oh yeah, good. Good choice.
Nathan Senior, you may very well think that I couldn't possibly come in. Larry Sean says, what does Geeks want for a 3rd double? Strength.
Tackle.
If we're being specific.
He needs tackle, that's what he needs. Yeah. He's unless he gets strength, he's getting. Yeah, it's tackle or strength. Right. So we still need to be greedy. So there's a few blocks to throw. Let's do those. Anyone needs star player points? Right. Who's the one? There's one. Right. Lolathor, you need some star player points. So you need to do a blitz. Let's just drag that on the floor so it's not in the way. Stand me up.
Yeah, Saabs are a miss, aren't they? Saabs were good. You know, if you didn't want one of the Audi Merc BMW and you wanted something different, Saabs were great, weren't they? I think they went down a little bit when General Motors bought them. They really kind of skimped on the the innards, as it were. They were basically making them Vectras, weren't they? But Saab was an interesting brand. If we're lucky, what will happen is Killjoy Saabs weren't shit. What might happen is that you'll get some foreign investment that will buy Saab and resurrect it. I'd say that is a possibility.
So, there we go. 4-0. Went alright, I suppose. Could have been better, could have been worse.
Well, congratulations. That was a thumping win. And Frank, commiserations that you didn't have a lot of joy there, mate. And MVP, of course, goes to Alderaan, who is now staying. Welcome back, Alderaan. Star player points, 10 for Velahopia. 10, 8 for Geeks. Hang on, let me top this up. You've got 7, 8, 10, 18, 20, 33, 34, 37 star player points. 37. Bloody hell. I've had seasons where I've got less than that. 37.
It was alright, I suppose.
Oh no, and Frank's MVP went to his dead player. Oh, Frank. I'm sorry.
Okay. We did pass the ball 8 times. 8 passes, 4 touchdowns, 5 casualties. Jesus Christ.
Satterfield saying 4-0's all very well and good, but it's not 7-0. Yeah, good point, Satterfield. Elf fail.
So what you're telling me is I'm 11-0 on aggregate this evening.
Well, that's 14-2 if you add us both together.
Well, thanks for your input.
Sorry, 12-3. 12-3. I've made it worse.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Dear.
Yeah, hard lines, Frank. That was brutal. Right, so skill-ups. Skill-up-tastic. Dodge?
Well, yeah, it might be dodge on the wrestle one, actually. It's just useful, isn't it? Geeks has got tackle because your most dangerous player has to have tackle or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
We've only got 2 tackle on the whole team, so 3rd tackle catcher. I normally build a catcher which is wrestle, tackle, strip ball, and then he normally dies somewhere between 31 and 51 star player points. So, wrestle, strip ball. Let's have a quick look at what we've got left in the get rest. Okay, so Division 1B schedule. Next week we have Frozen Yombi, which is Hoanchai. The week after that we have Anton's Dark Delights, which is Dark Elf, and the week after that we have Necro. So what has Hoanchai got? 15-20 undead. He's got no strip. He's got no sure hands, so strip ball would work very well there. As would tackle, to be fair. Both are strong. Anton has got hardly players. He's got lots of dodge, so tackle probably wins out there. Yeah, tackle probably wins out there. And then I've got RK and his Necro. Tackle wins out again. Right, in that case it's tackle.
Right. Stop faffing about before the stream will wander off. Can we dump this audience on Nergis, who's a top bloke? Nergis is very entertaining. Blood Bowl player from Down Under, and he's not going to pack in streaming in the next 5 minutes. He'll be going all night.
Yeah, we can. Okay, right. Okay, there we go. So, where does that point the lead on? Oh, back at top again. Hey, top.